It's tax season and there's a place on campus where you could get yours done for free. We'll tell you where and who is eligible.
Results from the New Hampshire primary are coming in now. We've got the latest from the 2020 presidential race.
And we're currently preparing for a winter weather advisory. What that means for you coming up tonight.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being with us. I'm Sam Higgins.
And I'm Marley Thomas. Delaware County is preparing for a winter weather advisory.
We're expecting a snowy evening tomorrow. Lexi, what should we prepare for?
Well, guys, with that winter weather advisory starting tomorrow, you should prepare for rain, snow, and sleet throughout the day. But tonight, if we take a look at the current temperatures, as you can see, we're currently at about 34 degrees, a bit cooler, 33 in Indianapolis and 31 up in Fort Wayne. But tonight, we'll be tracking snow on the way, as well as cooler temperatures for the start of the weekend and a warm-up coming for next week. We'll have more details in my full forecast.
Thanks, Lexi. Tax season is here, and you can do your taxes for free on campus. That's right, free tax preparation is available for eligible students and employees. This federal program is offered to anyone who makes a yearly income under $56,000. This program is available to any student, employee, and family of Ball State and Muncie Community Schools. Ball State accounting students will help clients. The students have all completed required training and exams to train and prepare for this event.
It's designed to help taxpayers with moderate incomes with relatively straightforward tax situations get assistance getting their income taxes completed.
Time slots for this program are available from February 5th through April 10th of 2020. To schedule an appointment, you can go to signup.com/go/SBP6.
Camp Keshem is giving you the opportunity to surprise a loved one this Valentine's Day while donating to a good cause. For $4, you can send a potato gram with a personalized message to a loved one. All the proceeds go to children of the Camp Keshem, and as Evan Harvey says, the children could use a ray of hope.
The camp is for children affected by their parents' cancer. So whether it was a parent who is deceased from cancer, or they're going through remission right now, whether they have a guardian who's had cancer, that's the population that we're trying to reach out to.
This is the program's second year at Ball State, and last year they were able to donate $600 thanks to 150 donors. To send a personalized potato gram this year, go to donate.kesem.org.
Votes are in for what could be a make-or-break primary contest in New Hampshire. Several Democratic candidates hope a strong performance tonight could provide a big boost for securing the nomination. Mary Maloney has a look at what the top candidates need to do tonight to keep their White House dreams alive.
The first of many ballots cast in the 2020 New Hampshire primary, a contest that has the potential to reshape the Democratic race for president. Democrats here and across the country looking for clarity tonight, following the confusion of last week's Iowa caucuses, where technical issues led to a delay in reporting results for several days. Senator Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg both claimed victory in Iowa, hoping for more success tonight.
And I think what you're seeing here in New Hampshire, you saw it in Iowa, I think you're seeing it all over this country.
We have momentum right now and are in a great position for a good night.
Sanders, along with Senator Elizabeth Warren,
This is democracy.
could reap the benefits of home court advantage, each representing a nearby state. New Hampshire is also critical for former Vice President Joe Biden, who finished fourth in Iowa and who has already tried to lower expectations for New Hampshire.
I'm anxious to get to South Carolina and Nevada.
And Senator Amy Klobuchar, hoping to keep her campaign going for the long haul.
Well, what they want is a candidate that can bring people in.
As for voters here in the Granite State, many say they know exactly what they're looking for.
We want someone who actually knows what they're doing and has plans and can put them into action, has experience and knowledge.
But which candidate they'll choose in the voting booth?
Buttigieg or Amy or
Elizabeth
Sanders
will be revealed to the nation soon. In Manchester, New Hampshire, I'm Mary Maloney.
Now tonight, Andrew Yang has announced that he will end his presidential bid.
4 federal prosecutors quit Roger Stone's case ahead of his sentencing next week. Aaron Zielinski filed with a motion to withdraw from the case and from his role in the Washington U.S. Attorney's Office. A short time later, 3 more prosecutors announced their withdrawal from the case. The resignations come just hours after the Justice Department revealed it will significantly reduce Stone's sentencing recommendations. Stones was convicted last year on 7 charges, including lying to Congress and witness tampering. Prosecutors recommended Monday that he will be sentenced to 7 to 9 years in prison. But today, the DOJ announced plans to reduce the recommendations hours after President Trump criticized them, although they did not give the exact sentencing recommendation in the advising court filing. The novel coronavirus is still spreading. The latest death toll from the virus next.
And 2 communication giants are merging. The details of the deal after the break.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. A massive $26 billion telecom deal, years in the making, has been approved. A federal judge ruled Monday that T-Mobile and Sprint, the nation's 3rd and 4th largest wireless carriers, will be allowed to merge.
That's right, Sam. Efforts have dragged on for years to bring the 2 companies together. The judge said in his ruling he didn't think the companies would pursue anti-competitive behavior, rejecting the lawsuit by a dozen U.S. states. The new company will keep the T-Mobile name. Sprint stock soared more than 70% after the ruling, and T-Mobile shares spiked 12% in early trading Tuesday. The deal could be finalized in early April. The companies say the merger will employ 11,000 more full-time people than the standalone companies would have over the next 4 years.
The next time you fly Southwest, pay attention to what your flight attendant says right after those instructions on your oxygen mask. Southwest now will ask passengers to report unwelcome behavior to a flight attendant. A spokesman for Southwest confirmed the language had recently been added to the airline's pre-flight briefing to ensure a safe and welcoming environment at all times. Flight attendants have established procedures about what to do, including reseating a customer, notifying the captain, and in getting law enforcement involved upon landing.
A trip to Disney is going to cost you more after their newest price hike. That's right, tickets have increased, and the announcement was made by both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. This follows a more than 10% ticket price hike in 2019, according to Walt Disney World News Today. The Disneyland, the most expensive one-day park hopper ticket, will cost over $200 for the first time ever. The higher ticket prices come as Disney California Adventure prepares to open its Marvel Adventures campus. The only good news is for Florida residents. There are no price hikes for the Sunshine State visitors. For full prices for Disney World in Orlando and Disneyland can be found on the park's website. And Amazon wants President Trump to testify in a battle over a $10 billion Pentagon cloud contract. According to a court filing unsealed Monday, Amazon has asked for a federal court for permission to depose Trump and Defense Secretary Mark Esper. It's part of an ongoing protest over the Defense Department's handling of a multi-billion-dollar cloud commuting contract, which is known as the Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure.
Cases of the novel coronavirus now top 43,000 worldwide, with more than 1,000 deaths. Here in the United States, health officials are now confirming an increase to 13 cases of the disease. Reporter Whitney Wild brings us the latest from Washington.
Each new emerging infectious disease can present us with surprises.
The Centers for Disease Control now says 13 people in the United States have contracted the novel coronavirus, a small fraction of the more than 43,000 cases in 27 countries and territories.
We have active efforts to find and evaluate people who are under investigation as possible cases.
Health officials note the U.S. cases have presented either mild or moderate symptoms, far less severe than the deadly infections observed in China. So far, coronavirus has claimed more than 1,000 lives, including a U.S. citizen in Wuhan, China. Hong Kong and the Philippines have each recorded one death from the virus. Complicating the response, the circumstances in which the virus is spreading differ around the world.
The circumstances in the different settings require different responses, different intensity, different strategies.
The CDC says the virus is thought to be transmitted through respiratory droplets, similar to the flu. At an event Tuesday, the World Health Organization pointed out there currently is no cure. The effects are rippling around the world, with air travel disrupted and cruise ships docked, leaving passengers quarantined.
We're each other's support right now, and if one of us gets sick, we'd have to go to the hospital without the other one.
In Washington, I'm Whitney Wild reporting.
Japan's health ministry confirmed 39 new cases of the virus tonight from a quarantined cruise ship.
The time now is 9:12. You're looking live now at the duck pond on the edge of campus. It's dry now, but snow is moving into the area. Lexi, can you tell us more about this?
Well, Marley, tonight we're looking at a dip in temperatures as it dips below freezing, but you're right, it might feel even cooler tomorrow as we experience some snow, rain, and sleet. You'll have the latest after the break.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back. Now, it's clear outside right now, but that's not going to be the case for tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning's commute should stay dry, but the evening is a different story. Lexi, what do we have to expect?
Well, you're right, Sam and Marley. Tonight, it is looking to be clear. If we take a look at the current temperatures, you can see that here in Muncie, we're sitting at about 34 degrees, but with a strong wind coming in from the west, it's feeling even cooler at 30 degrees. If we take a look across our viewing region, you can see that we're in the mid to low 30s fairly consistently, but across Indiana tonight, that wind chill is having an impact. If we take a look at this wind chill map, you can see that here in Muncie, it feels 5 degrees cooler. Down in Indianapolis, it feels like 33. Up in Fort Wayne, it feels like 22 degrees. So overall, it feels pretty chilly just because of those winds, and that's going to continue into tonight. As we take a look at tonight's forecast, we're looking at temperatures around 31 degrees, but those strong winds will make it feel even cooler, and that will continue into tomorrow, as well as it's looking overcast and cloudy, which will continue tomorrow morning. At around 8 a.m., those clouds sticking around, temperatures around 29 degrees. It should warm up by noon, but as those winds get stronger, it could feel a bit nippy, and it will be definitely nippy, as you guys mentioned, tomorrow night, as we're expecting some snow to come through the region. By 5 p.m. we're expecting heavy snow as temperatures dip to about freezing, and because of this we're actually expecting a winter weather advisory to go into effect tomorrow at 1 p.m. for every county in our viewing region. And this means that we can expect snow, rain, and sleet, which could cause hazardous conditions, so it's incredibly important that people are careful on the roads and being safe tomorrow. So what can you expect? Well, if we take a look at this precision cast, this model is suggesting that by 4 p.m. snow and rain will start to enter our viewing region. But it's also saying that we're going to be seeing primarily rain, as you can see, throughout Wednesday, as that snow turns to sleet and rain rather quickly and clears up as we continue into Thursday. However, I'm not sure this is entirely accurate, as other models are predicting more snow. If we take a look at a different model, you can see that that snow is going to come in later in the day. As you can see here, snow covering the northern region by late evening on Wednesday. But you can also see that heavy cut happening through the middle of the state, and later, as you can see, that should clear up Thursday, perhaps a few scattered snow showers remaining. But overall, this model is predicting more snow, and that's fairly consistent with what we are expecting to see here. So how much snow can you expect to see here? Well, after a few lingering rain showers that could happen later on Saturday, the amount of snow that you could see in the next 2 days could get up to 5 inches. As you can see here in the northern counties, we're expecting 3 to 5 inches, whereas down in Henry and Wayne County, we're expecting more of 1 to 3 inches. However, this could change depending on how much rain we get. This line could shift further north, so it's incredibly important that you stay tuned in order to see if this updates at all. And regardless, it's important to be safe on the roads as we come into these next couple days. But for your Valentine's Day forecast for February 14th, we're expecting a high of 14 degrees. Not only is it going to be chilly, but it's also looking to be overcast for Valentine's Day. So if you have any plans, be sure to stay inside. And as we take a look at the 7-day forecast, as you can see, that snow that we've been talking about on Wednesday and Thursday cooling down on Friday, but giving way to warmer temperatures for the next week. So even though we are experiencing some snow and some cold weather, at least it's looking to be warmer relatively soon.
Yeah, but 3 to 5 inches of snow, I was not expecting that.
It could be a lot, but we'll have to stay tuned to see.
Yeah, so basically everybody keep watch, because
Yes.
we're going to keep you updated already. Thank you very much, Lexi. Now we have Philip joining us at the desk because the men's basketball team is playing Northern Illinois right now.
And we'll have the latest from the game and a live look after the break.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo, is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. When I think of kids going to school hungry, hunger, homelessness, in this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Weeknights, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal weather. We've got the latest news headlines.
Freezing temperatures have set in all the way down in Louisiana.
One man dead after flooding in Venice, Italy.
Up-to-the-minute weather conditions.
Cold temperatures are the story this morning.
And of course, lots of fun.
Andy Keister, former cheerleader, up top right here.
I do have, I don't know if you can see a toucan this morning.
Toucan, the Fruit Loop guy.
Join us Friday mornings at 8 on Facebook Live.
Welcome back. I'm Philip Chorzay with sports. Ball State men's basketball took on the MAC West leading Northern Illinois Huskies this evening. Let's take a look at some first half highlights. Guard Jerron Coleman drives to the basket for the layup. Ishmael Elamine pokes the ball loose and grabs the steal from NIU's Lacey James and takes it coast to coast with the floater in the lane. Then the Musketeers' Noah McCarty drives and then dishes for the slam. Ball State bounced back on the first of two Elamine deep threes. But not to be outdone, NIU star Eugene German drove and then scored on the spectacular finish and then a tough mid-range jumper. Finally, Tajay Teague drained the three to close out our first half highlights. Joey Moore is live from Worthen Arena. Joey, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Philip. The Cardinals picked up a big win over the Northern Illinois Huskies tonight, winning 63-59. A big difference in tonight's game was junior guard Ishmael Elamine, who scored a healthy 22 points, including the game-clinching three-pointer at the end of a shot clock late in the second half. He hit the shot to put the Cardinals up 60-56, to which the Cardinals would never lose that lead again. Big difference in tonight's game was defense. They held the Huskies senior guard Eugene German to 18 points compared to his 20-point average, which leads the conference. He was 7 of 20 from the field, and they forced some very tough shots and put him into some tough situations to win tonight's game. Another key contributor was Bracken Hazen earlier in the first half. He finished the game with 7 points and 9 rebounds as he had to fill in for Tajay Teague in the first half as he got into foul trouble with 3 early fouls. The Ball State Cardinals will continue action on Saturday against Bowling Green. From Worthen, Joey Moore, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thanks, Joey. Looks like it was quite the back and forth game out there. I'll definitely be looking forward to Saturday's game. Good luck battling all the traffic on the way out. And next up, flipping from the men's side over to the women's, the Cardinals will travel to Toledo to take on the Rockets in a midweek matinee. The team has gone winless in its road slate since a January 8th victory over last-place Bowling Green. Despite the team's road struggles, they still hold on to the third place in the MAC at 7-3, with tomorrow's Toledo squad sitting at 6-4 right behind them. Tomorrow's game will be the first of 2 matchups on the season, both in a 2-week span. The Blackford boys basketball is in action tonight as they travel to Kokomo to take on the Northwestern Tigers. The Bruins took the win tonight with a score of 75-65. Bruins guard Luke Brown had 14 points in the first quarter and continued to pour it on throughout the contest. Some clutch three-pointers down the stretch helped lift the Bruins to the victory. For the Bruins, they get their win number 13 of the season. The Bruins will continue action on Friday as they travel on to Oak Hill. And then over at Delta High School, the Eagle wrestlers are making a major impact. NewsLink Indiana's Madison Surface went to the mats to find out how this squad is approaching semi-state.
It's been 2 years since the Delta High School wrestling team had a state champion. After coming off a strong regional competition, the Eagles now have 7 wrestlers advancing to semi-state this weekend, proving that their program has improved.
It's been a long process. It really starts at the club level. And several years ago, we started at the club level. I can remember when I first started, we had 4 kids at the club level. And assistant coach Locke and I were at the middle school for about 4 years before we came up here to the high school level. So it's been a long process, and it's been a combination of a lot of parents, a lot of excited people involved in the kids, which right now our club level has just ballooned. It's doing fantastic. We got some great coaches down there. We got some great coaches at the middle school level. And so it's just a building process.
2 seniors on the team, Payne Blackburn and John Robinson, qualified for state last year and are working to return.
The main thing I'm focused on going into semi-state is my first match. I take it match by match. I don't look at the bracket. I don't look at any of that stuff because it gets in your head, and I think it messes with the way you perform. And so yeah, I'm just going to take it match at a time and see where it goes from there.
You know, I'm just out here to just be the best that I can. You know, I'm just going to be the best wrestler I can be, and wherever that takes me, you know, that's where I'll end up. But at this point, it's, you know, I want to take my buddies with me. I want to get everyone down there because it's an amazing experience, and I don't want to go at it alone.
Practice, the Eagles will start wrestling for that state qualification on Saturday. In Muncie, Madison Surface, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Eagles will wrestle in semi-state at Memorial Coliseum starting at 9 a.m.
Awesome, Philip. Thank you. They sound like Cardinals to me.
Alrighty, I have a great story for you about a great white shark that is being named after a late legend. I'll tell you more about it after the break.
And today is National Peppermint Patty Day. When we come back, I'll tell you a little bit more about the sweet treat.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared. So start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Now, Sam, I did not know this, but the late basketball legend Kobe Bryant was apparently fascinated by sharks. Now, a great white is named after him. The shark was spotted in the Pacific Ocean near Mexico. Number 24 is a 12-foot long young adult shark. As we know, number 24 was the number Bryant wore with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Awesome. Today is also National Peppermint Patty Day. The first peppermint patties in the U.S. were made as early as the year 1900. They were officially released in the 1940s by Thomas Ravenel, a worker at York Chocolates.
Alrighty, let's take one last look at that weather.
The most important thing to know, snow is coming tomorrow. It may be mid-afternoon, it may be evening, but no matter what, be careful on the roads.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, and that's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Now, you can join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.